Should men or women train differently at all, especially as we get older? Now, this is something I keep refining my thinking on, and here's why. I think we've all been told that men and women are different, and women are not small men, and therefore we need to radically think about our training differently. But the more I look into it for trying to help the female cyclists that we work with here at Velo, the more I realise that the conversation is a little bit convoluted. I think sometimes people feel like they need to do special things in training to be different, and that's just not the case. Oh, actually it is, but let me explain. We know that as we get older, we lose muscle function, quality and size. That's the same for men or women. We also know that if we don't work on VO2 threshold, lactate threshold and aerobic capacity, we start to lose that aspect of our gear ratio to make us efficient and strong on our bikes. We also know that men and women both go through different hormonal changes as they get older, but women have a much tougher time. And because the hormonal profile as women go through the ages is way more pronounced than men, they struggle to hold on to lean muscle mass. And this is why females need to train a bit more specifically and focused than men. The way that I see it is that men hold on to lean muscle mass easier than females, so they don't need to train with so much intensity and definitely not as much volume over a week that females do. Whereas females need to have more of a rhythm in their strength training focus to elicit the same lean muscle mass gains and muscle protein synthesis response that men do. So yeah, women aren't small men because men don't have to work as hard as women do to grow and maintain lean muscle mass. And when you start looking at it from this direction, you realize that women need to work more on VO2, more on threshold work to push their muscular structure to adapt to being able to ride harder and faster. And when you look at the bigger picture, we realize that men and women should be doing very similar types of training. It's just that women need to have a bit more of a conscious, consistent flow of the intensity in their training sessions to elicit similar responses. But the basics still apply for men and women. Be consistent, be specific, keep strength training as a focus within your training, not just for being able to ride your bike well, but for longevity, and think about your recovery times because recovery matters massively as we get older. And also look at what you're eating to support your training, because fueling well will give you better quality in training. If that makes sense, then maybe drop me a like and hit me a follow.